guys, this is Hanging with Nathan, and this is
Shawn Alff, and I'm hanging with Nathan. This is Nathan. And you may be wondering why we're in aprons and Speedos. There's really no good reason for that, other than we just know what you like to see.
Yeah. Why, oh why, is porn dialogue so fucking bad?
Originally, I started out in this industry as a writer, and I wrote scripts. And when I got in, I came from I have a master's in creative writing and undergraduate in writing. And whenever you get one of those degrees, you have all these big ideas of how great your writing is going to be. And everybody thinks their writing is going to be great until you sit down and actually write, and then you realize how terrible it is. So getting into porn, before I was on the production side of it, you think, you're like, yeah, and then there's going to be a crowd of people in this shot, and then we're going to be on a highway in this shot. And you get on a porn set and you quickly realize we have no budget for any of those things. So that kind of explains a lot of common tropes that you see in porn. So the biggest thing is, how can we get a stranger into somebody's house for a sexual encounter in the fastest, most economic way possible with the least amount of dialogue? This is why you see plumbers. This is why you see pizza delivery boys, because it's, I'm a sexy woman at home, somebody shows up at the door, sex ensues. Does that make sense? So
You're actually explaining this way better than I've ever explained it.
yeah, it's
Someone went to college.
terrible porn dialogue is a result of a lack of money and resources to make a bigger project. So you have to find a way to put all of those things into the script, and it always makes for terrible, like, but you're my stepdaughter, or but you're my
Step bro.
But I've only been married to your father for 2 years, and it's the simple reason is it has to do compliance. Porn titles are trying to sell the video, so you're trying to cram in as many niches as you can into these porn titles that perfectly encapsulate what you're gonna see in it, which is why it'll be like big titted MILF nurses.
Yeah.
Which is dumb, but you know exactly what that movie is about.
So it sells on the porn hubs.
But you know what I've noticed? When anybody is making a joke about porn names, they always add the number after it. Have you noticed that? Like
when
volume 3.
What I always like to do is, I was at Evil MILFs 4. I got the DVD down there, but it's like, yeah, you gotta add the number because it makes it funnier.
Yeah, because the fact that there was 12 other versions of this.
Yeah, it's like, wow, you couldn't figure out what the rest of the movie was from the first and second one. We go, well, let's go for it.
Right.
How long have you been doing it?
Well, it depends what you mean by doing it. Do you mean having sex on camera, or do you mean...
I think that's a recent thing, isn't it?
That is a very recent.
No, I mean just been in the porn business.
So I started writing, I was a sex and love writer, and I started in 2009. I was living in Tampa, and so I was covering like swinger parties, feature dancing, nudist resorts, burlesque, anything related to sex entertainment. But then I realized the more I wrote about porn, the more people clicked on my stories. So it just kind of led me down that way. And then I eventually realized I can make way more money just being on set than I can writing about being on set. So yeah, 2009, man, I guess, what was that, 12, 13 years, sort of in the industry.
Adjacent?
But yeah, adjacent. And then I'd probably say for the last 4 years, I've been doing it full time, working on set.
Was there anything in the last week when you were on set where you're just like, what the fuck was that?
This performer is a really good sex performer, but he's one of those, I don't think he gives a shit about the acting part of it at all.
Gotcha.
And he comes into the room, and the girl says, "It's my birthday." And he says, "Oh, happy birthday." He said it like birthday. And then she's like, she's reacting and she's like trying to be all sexy and she's like, "Did you give me anything?" And he just looks at her blank face and says, "No, I did not." And so-
I know, guys, to you that may not be as funny, but imagine someone on set and the girl's actually trying to give a performance and the guy's just like,
yeah. Like, she's going over the top, super porny, like, ah. He's like, oh, happy birthday. And now every time it's somebody's birthday, I can't stop saying, happy birthday. But also the way he enunciated, no, I did not. I felt like he had said that line in his life before because he was the type of guy who was just like very good looking, and I feel like women would be like, did you get me anything?
no, I didn't.
No, I did not.
What's the most overused line in porn?
I would say it's, but I'm your
Oh, yeah.
stepdad, but I'm your stepdaughter, but I'm your, which again is another thing like what, where it's somebody is being the aggressor and the other person is resisting, which is also something that I found interesting about writing porn dialogue or sex dialogue, is that the story is about sex. For it to be a story, there needs to be conflict.
Yeah.
So the conflict is the sex, which means that there has to be one person wanting the sex and the other person reluctant. If two people just want to have sex, that doesn't make for a dynamic story. So that's why all of these scenarios involve somebody being reluctant and the other person, so somebody resisting and the other person pursuing. Which is why you get the cliches of, what are you doing? I guess what are you doing might be the most common one.
Yeah.
It's like somebody takes their tits out or they start rubbing their dick. It's like, what is happening? What are you doing? Or simply, what?
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 Do you watch your own porn?
Is that one for you or for me?
That's for you.
Well,
Wait, no. Do you watch your own porn that you don't edit?
I watch my POV porn more because I'm not focusing on the weird faces because I'm looking at like, what's my face look like that? Or maybe my body isn't as in shape as I want it to be. Or, you know what I mean? But POV, it's nice because the girl is looking directly at the camera and then your dick looks so much bigger because the camera is right there.
See, I beg to differ. I find that POV porn, just like VR porn, makes my dick look smaller.
Interesting. I've never done VR, so I don't know.
It's kind of like, it's just like, from this angle, I think your dick looks bigger. From this angle, it's the same thing when I look down at my dick. I'm like, why are you
But you don't
like
put the camera right by your dick, and then it's like Godzilla. You know, it's taking over cities.
If I have the GoPro, yeah.
And then you have
I shoved a GoPro in a girl's
have the
vagina
girl
the other day.
stand like 2 feet back, right? And then your dick's as tall as her. Movie magic.
We hit the heavy issues here on Hanging with Nathan, guys. Have you ever been sprayed by fluids
Oh.
as a PA? Now, I know, me personally, I have almost hit like 3 camera guys. Just, oh!
I have definitely. So I also clean up bodily fluids, and I've definitely like gone to wipe up and got it on my hands. There's another time I was barefoot and filming, and I stepped in some cum. For sure. I think I've been hit by squirt or fake squirt.
I know.
Definitely been hit by fake squirt. I don't think I've been just straight up ejaculated on, though.
All right, let's dig in on this.
I don't know where to start.
Well, I'm gonna start here with the sandwich. Oh.
I'm glad I let you decide what to cook. It's fucking delicious.
Let them know who you are, where they can find you, all the stuff, because I want to eat this food.
I'm Shawn Alff, and just go to ShawnAlff.com, ShawnAlff.com, and it has all of my links there. It's got my OnlyFans, my Sex Panther, mini vids, my Pornhub, my Instagram, my Twitter. Or if you just go to any social media, it's just my name, at my name, so at Shawn Alff, ShawnAlff.
Fucking A. Alright guys, here's another episode of Hanging with Nathan. I hope you like the backdrop. We just we did that. New location, obviously. Tell us what you guys want to see next and what people. I will see if I can get them on. Probably not. But you know, just keep asking. We'll see what we're doing.
And what do you think of our new wardrobe? Tell us.
Oh yeah, is this a
something you wanna
continuing thing?
continue?
Yeah, or is it not? Who knows? But like, subscribe, you know, follow. Puddles is going to be doing her cleanup job, so I'll talk to y'all there. Bye.